Jai Ho, my dear students. I am Ratnakar Suryamshi from SK Public School. I heartily welcome you all to the SK Digividya, especially class 9. So, today we will have a brief explanation about the course structure of the subject social science of the class 9. I mean, overall course subject of social science of class 9 we will understand in this class. So let's start with the sections. In social science, you have four sections. In social science, altogether, you have four sections. First one, history. Second one, political science. Third one, geography. And fourth one, economics. These are the four important sections in the social science. So let's see which are the lessons given in these all the sections, and even we will have a bit information about what are those lessons, especially I mean what are the themes of those lessons we learn in this year or in this class 9 academic year. So about those we will see today. Say in history altogether you have 5 lessons. In history altogether there are 5 lessons. The first one in history section of class 9 social science is the French Revolution. The French Revolution. Overall, about what all the events took place in the French Revolution of 1789, which means what all the things took place in 1789 or before the 1789 and even after the 1789. About all those things we learn, especially about Bourbon family and 16th Louis, Mary Antoinette we learn in this lesson, and why the revolution took place, because society was divided into three estates. So about all those things we learn in the chapter, as well as the food grains prices were suddenly raised, people were unable to purchase those. So all those things we learn in the French Revolution. Then the second lesson in history is the socialism and the Russian Revolution. The socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Socialism means that socialization of a particular society. That is what we call socialism. Correct, no? So socialism in Europe we learn, as well as the Russian Revolution. So as a second part of the same lesson we learn about the Russian Revolution also. About Russian Empire we learn in this, why the Russian Revolution took place. All those things we learn as a part of Russian Revolution. Then the third lesson in history is Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Whole about Germany we are learning, what all the exploitative methods used by Adolf Hitler against Jews. About those we learn, as well as we learn why the Second World War took place. About that also we learn in the Nazism and the rise of Hitler lesson. It is the third lesson in history. Then the fourth one is forest society and colonialism. Forest society, which were the important forest societies were there, including India as well as some other countries also we learn in this. And about colonialism means, obviously you know that, conquering the areas of one country by another, or conquering a country by another country. That is what we call colonialism. India was a colony of British, right, till 1947, which means British have ruled us, British have controlled us, British have conquered this country. That's why India was a colony. So about that colonialism, how various European countries colonized various countries or areas of the world, about all those things we learn in the forest society and colonialism. And then the fifth lesson, in history, that is pastoralists in the modern world. various pastoral communities we learn in this chapter about, including India's Gaddis also is there, Gaddi shepherds we call, which means various types of pastoralist communities of the modern world we learn in the fifth lesson of history of social science class 9. So these are the 5 lessons there in your history section of class 9. Then next coming to the political science. See, in the political science also you have altogether 5 lessons. In political science also we have 5 lessons. First lesson is what is democracy and why democracy. First we learn, that meaning obviously. What is democracy and why democracy? Why democracy is required in the modern world, in the present contemporary world. About all those things we learn in the first political science chapter, that is what is democracy and why democracy. And second one is constitutional design, how a country's constitution is designed, including South Africa's we are going to learn in this, including India's. I mean, how constitution have been designed, what are the features, what are the principles of the Constitution of India. We learn in the second chapter of political science, that is constitutional design. And third one is electoral politics. I mean, all about whole election process we are learning in the electoral politics, how political parties compete each other. So about that also we learn in the electoral politics. And then fourth one is working of institutions. Fourth one is working of institutions. In this lesson we are going to learn about the organs of the government, like 3 organs of the government: judiciary, executive, legislative, all those things we learn in this chapter mainly. And then last one is democratic rights. Last one is democratic rights. I mean, what all the rights we required, including fundamental rights, we learn in the democratic rights. So this is the overall course structure of political science. Then let's come to the geography. See, in geography altogether there are 6 lessons. There are 6 lessons. First one, India size and location. First one, India size and location. Size we learn, latitudinal as well as longitudinal extent of India we learn, as well as location of India also we are going to learn in this chapter. Where is India? About that in the world map. About that also we learn. And the second one is physical features of India. Physical features means that you might have already learned, that is geographical features of India. Topography of India we learn in this chapter. I mean, about northern mountains, I mean the Himalayas also we are going to learn. For example, Himadri, Himachal, Shivalik also we learn as a part of Himalaya. I mean northern mountains we learn, as well as northern plains we are going to learn, Deccan Plateau or the rivers, important forests, everything we learn as a part of physical features of India. Even we are going to learn about the islands of India, and even we learn the coastal regions of India. I mean Bay of Bengal we learn, as well as Arabian Sea also we are going to learn in this chapter. Western Ghats we learn, as well as Eastern Ghats in this lesson. Then next one, the third lesson is drainage. Third lesson is drainage. Then drainage means what? River systems. River system we learn in this chapter. About various rivers. About the perennial rivers also we are going to learn, as well as about the seasonal rivers also, like Krishna. It is a seasonal river. About that also we are going to learn. Perennial rivers means the rivers which flow throughout the year. The rivers which have water throughout the year, those are called as perennial rivers. For example, the river Ganga, the river Brahmaputra, the river Sindhu, or the river Yamuna. Yamuna is a part, or it is a tributary of the river Ganga. So about various tributaries, various important rivers of India, about all those things we are learning in drainage lesson. It is the third one. Then fourth one is climate. Fourth one is climate. You know that here in the climate lesson we are going to learn about India's only. We have a monsoon climate, tropical monsoon climate we have, or India has. But what are the factors to have this climate only in India? About all those things we are going to learn in this chapter. How we get monsoon rain, in which month monsoon rain arrive or arrives to India. About all those things we are going to learn in the climate lesson. And then next, the fifth one is natural vegetation and wildlife. The fifth lesson in geography is natural vegetation and wildlife. Here in this lesson, about various types of forest we learn, as well as various types of animals or wildlife also we learn in this chapter, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. Then the last lesson in geography, the last lesson in geography is population. Is population. So I mean population, same human resource. So about that we learn in this chapter. Here we learn what is the population of India, what is the percent of, what is birth rate, what is death rate, demography. About all those things we learn in population lesson. It is the sixth lesson in geography. So this is overall structure of geography. Then about economics. See, in economics you have altogether only four lessons. Only four lessons. First one, the story of Palampur. First one is the story of Palampur. I mean in this we are going to learn about the production factors. About the production factors we learn in the story of Palampur. And then next, second one is people as resource. People as resource. How people can play a very important role. Why people are considered as resource. So about that we learn in people as resource. And next, third one, poverty as a challenge. Poverty as a challenge. So in this lesson we are going to learn about poverty. Why poverty is there, what are the reasons, and how to remove that poverty, what are the steps taken by the government to remove poverty. All those things we are going to learn in the poverty as a lesson, as a challenge in this lesson. Then next, the last lesson in economics is food security in India. The food security in India. I mean how food security is given to all, or how food security is being given to all in India. About that things we will learn in the food security in India lesson. That is the fourth lesson in economics. So this is the overall course structure of social science subject of class 9 of in this year. And see, till today we did not get any direction or any notice from the CBSE board about the reduction in the syllabus. So that's why I told you that the overall course structure here, and it is according to the directions of board. It is the course structure set by the board. And as I told you that till today we did not get any notification, any instruction about the reduction of syllabus or the course structure of class 9 social science. So that's why I told you, and maybe there may be some reduction also in this, but that has to be or ultimately decided by the board. But this is the overall course structure of social science, what I explained or what I shortly briefed you at or in this class. So hope you have all understood this. Thank you. Jai Hind.